This is so weird. She's actually wet the whole time. What do you smell inside of me? You know, like rapping. Rapping inside. But anyway. What am I doing? Alright, so guys, listen, man. I'm just a dude that lives I don't know, it's so weird, man, living at home here, man. I feel so empty and I don't know how to do it like most proper way to actually do the correct interview and follow the instructions of the guidelines. It's really tough actually, but it's pretty cool, man. I actually enjoy being on a few shots of cameras here and there, but it's not bad. But responses to the thing. What do you think about the new camera? How do you feel about the new way of doing things? That's what the guy asked me to ask, but it's like no facial actions, no weird way of saying it, and bright and early, and you gotta do it most proper way, and you gotta speak the proper way of questions, and statements must be answered in most paging way. And lastly, it's I forgot what the other one was. It has to do with whether or not I could do it right or whether or not I could do it properly. But it does really come down to pretty cool things, man. Right? You know, like if I'm on the camera and there's a backstage, there's settings in the scene in the background, and there has to be a angle that has to be straightened out, and I have to ask a proper question to the person, and then back to another mate, and then say that I went for education rather than coming back to real things. So it does make any proper sense. And then excuse me, and I have to explain to the camera how I got my real way of life, and why I did a few things, and why I told my most crazy way to do it. And lastly enough, let's see. I'm not really worried about not paying for my own name and stuff like that. That makes no sense, you know. You know what I mean? It makes no sense, and I'm not really down with hanging out with Sundays with other people. So let's just skip it, you know. Including charms, you know, how I'm attracting the camera towards me, and how I could express real love towards everybody else. And especially people, like other people. I've already been on YouTube for a while. Like, why do you need to be there? Prior way of saying it, pretty tough question. I can't really answer it, but it should be there. Maybe it should not be there, but have I ever listened to my headphone while going to classes in school? Yes, I have. I have actually listened to a lot of artists and musical power, and it's pretty funny that they actually do exist rather than just listening. It's one of those lost squirrel type of question where I lost myself, and you know, I'm always with animals or something, but it does make sense at the end. And then another one is just having a good time with fellow people, especially blessing in the sky, especially when things are radiating with the room and the glow. I forgot, it's like a backseat movie book that I had kind of read on, and so it's pretty cool. I learned a lot, but I don't know why, it just comes to me, you know. It has nothing to do with me taking it, you know. Like, I don't think I ever taken anything like that, or they could be, but honestly speaking, there's no sense, and you don't want to go through everything else, you know. If I had fun by myself, I think I had fun with especially logos, sleeping with my own self, and running on something else, and being in properly, not questionably, kind of nervous wrecking in a few scenes, and not differentiating a few things the other way around. But mathematically, I guess I have said I done something properly correct, and I don't know. I never really said I came in zoomed out or zoomed in other ways around, but it's one of those hits, and you would rather tell a person that I had a great time versus what there's a way of doing it. Would you actually give me a good way of hinting, knowing that I am telling the truth, and that I always will be with the same person, and no matter what, I am in pretty privileged state to air myself out to cameras, and I'm kind of thankful for having what I have, and even if I have never actually took a chance, but conclusion is one of the most thing I have never been caught with, and that by airing myself out to a few of the few stuff, but nowhere near any of their status, to be honest with you. But to shout out to all of them too. Anyway, either way, they're pretty cool, So it becomes one of those magnificent ending, and it becomes a steady rock thing, and that anything that I kind of do and find it, and at first it kind of ponders itself that it looks good for time and time only for having sponsoring me and doing a few things to let me do it. I'm very, very in actuality something to the viewers, or a person that could view me, or vice versa, or looking at me, vice versa, or enjoying who I am at first, and a few other things of like in and out things and other way out, and that's about it. And but most of the time, I think I am who I am, and that even if the quality is whatever, it's the best thing I could do. I mean, I haven't tried anything else which conclusive say that I was like, like the fighting man that I was, or taking away the 3 point of repeating things, which means a lot of footages are pretty much taken or repetitively, not risk taking for who I am, but I guess it's leave and go. Yes, it's like a mailbox, and I love you, and thank you. I talk to you guys, man. But keep on supporting me. Like I support you guys, the rest of the world, whoever is on a camera on a tube world. Like I think I'm giving you support, and especially to like computers, people using computers and using internet usages, and going on cable appearances on cable time. Like if you don't have cable in your box, I mean obviously you're not gonna have TV basically appearances or anything like that. But they do all have a state of belief where other people are and where they are, and as far as like the structure and what I've learned, I think it's truthful not to lie. Thank you. Bye bye. I swear. Bye. I swear to God, it's not me. I swear. Bye.